Welcome to today's edition of Crypto Corner at InvestorIdeas.com. News on what's driving the cryptocurrency market. Hey everyone, this is Sam Mowers here. Welcome to episode 686 of the Crypto Corner podcast. For news today, Marathon and Hut 8 have each published September updates, and EBON International has announced its 6-month financial results. But just before we get into the show today, a quick reminder that if you enjoyed this podcast, to please feel free to share it or leave us a review. And as always, I recommend checking out some of the other podcasts on InvestorIdeas.com. This includes the Clean Tech and Climate Change podcast, the Cannabis Podcast, along with many others, all of which will bring you up to speed on the latest stock news and trends in their respective spaces. All right, so Marathon Digital Holdings, Inc., trading on the NasDaq under the ticker symbol MARA, has published unaudited Bitcoin production and miner installation updates for the month of September 2021. Highlights include third quarter production of 1,252.4 newly minted Bitcoins, which is an increase of 91% quarter over quarter, and the production of 340.6 newly minted Bitcoins during September alone. The company also announced a new $100 million revolving line of credit with Silvergate Bank. CEO Fred Thiel explains, quote, "Due to Marathon's positive track record, our growth trajectory, our position as one of the largest holders of Bitcoin among publicly traded companies in the U.S., and the broader maturation of our industry, we were able to obtain a $100 million revolving line of credit with Silvergate Bank, which is secured by our Bitcoin holdings and USD. This instrument is consistent with our strategy to focus on agility, as it enhances our ability to act opportunistically and in a manner that is efficient for both our business and our shareholders. By having this line of credit in place, we believe Marathon is better positioned to continue growing over the coming quarters." End quote. Hut 8 Mining Corp., which trades on the NasDaq as HUT, has shared its own corporate update featuring production highlights for the month of September 2021. During this month, the company mined 264 Bitcoins with an average production rate of 9.11 Bitcoins per day, and also received and installed 600 servers consisting of 2,400 NVIDIA cryptocurrency mining processors, or CMPs, graphics processing unit, or GPUs, resulting in a daily earning of 7.10 Ethereum, equivalent to 0.5 Bitcoin a day, totaling $25,000 Canadian in income per day. Hut 8 CTO Jason Zaluski comments, quote, "Our current capacity of deployed CMP GPU miners will continue to earn $25,000 Canadian per day, ramping up to the full capacity earnings over this period, which is expected to be at $110,000 Canadian per day based upon current mining economics." Hut 8's full CMP deployment has been hampered by the supply chain constraints and manufacturing shortages many industries are experiencing globally. We continue to work with our technology partners, and we anticipate this issue to be resolved early in Q4. End quote. EBON International Holdings, Inc., which trades on the NasDaq as EBON, has announced its unaudited financial results for the first 6 months of fiscal year 2021. The company, which manufactures Bitcoin miners and designs ASIC chips, recorded net revenues of $18.3 million, up 65.69% period over period from 2020, as well as a gross profit of $5.64 million. Dong Hu, that's EBON's chairman and CEO, outlined some of the company's plans moving forward, quote, "To achieve long-term stable growth, the company plans to vigorously develop financial technology business while steadily carrying out research and development as well as sales business of mining machines of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies such as Litecoin and Dogecoin. The company plans to gradually launch software as a service businesses on some of its platforms, aiming to provide a full set of fintech solutions to industry players who lack technical support and security." End quote. That does it for today's Crypto Corner. If you would like to be a guest or sponsor for this podcast, contact InvestorIdeas.com. Investor Ideas reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website. And this podcast is not an endorsement to buy products, services, or securities. Investors are reminded all investment involves risk and possible loss in investment. To hear more InvestorIdeas.com podcasts, please visit InvestorIdeas.com/audio. And a reminder, you can also hear our podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Audible, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and most audio platforms available.